we are going to be flipping our color wheel over, and we are going to write our name in the upper right hand corner. And I know probably you guys wrote your name somewhere, so just erase it and move it or whatever, we're gonna paint over it. Then we're gonna divide this space up into 5 sections. So those sections could be curvy. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is my 5th section. All right, now you could also, if you had your paper here, you could do zigzags. You could do, what else could we do? 1, 2, 3, 4. You could do it however you wanted to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so number 5 is gonna be the color, a little color, white plus more color, white plus lots of color, and white plus a lot of color. All right, so the color, white plus a little more, a little more, a little more. All right, so I'm gonna swish my brush out. First, I'm gonna make my color. So I want to get kind of all right, so I'm going for kind of a darker green, and that's gonna be my color over here. Ooh, it's like emerald. So yesterday after I painted, I was like, ooh, I really like that color. And I'm gonna paint around my name so I know what's what. Because we're gonna cut some of this stuff off and it'll all work out really well. All right, so there is my color. Oh, it's so gorgeous, emerald green. I love it. All right, now with my dirty brush, okay, I have a dirty brush, not very much color. I'm gonna mix the whole thing over here. Okay, so it's gonna look really white, but it's not. Then I'm gonna paint that over here. Ooh, that's really pretty. Then I'm gonna add more of the color over here. Okay, so now it's a little bit darker. Paint that in here. Oh yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna put more of that over here. So it's darker. Okay, now for this one, I got to get it pretty dark, but it's not quite that. So I'm just gonna have a little bit of this color. I didn't need to wash my brush. And I'm gonna bring it over here. So it's gonna be pretty much that color, but not quite. It's got a little white. That looks pretty good. All right, and that is all we're gonna do. Now this goes to the dry rack, brush goes with it, and then trash, put that back, recycle this. All right, thanks for being good listeners. All right, welcome back everybody. This is dry for me today. However, if it's a little wet, it's okay, you can still work on it. So I have black this time because this one was tinting. So I had the color, lots of white, not so much white, littler white, not very much white at all. Now I'm gonna do shading. So I've picked an opposite color here. So you're gonna be using a color across the color wheel. So since I used kind of a bluish green, I'm kind of going across and doing kind of an orangey color. So if you did a purpley color, you'd be doing some yellows, maybe yellow green, yellow orange, whatever. Blue would be kind of orangey. So we use these colors, complementary colors, so that our work looks brighter when it's next to each other, because these colors look really bright next to each other. It's part of contrast. Okay, so I'm gonna draw some shapes, and I'm gonna have some shapes here, and you can do whatever shapes you want. And I'm gonna have my shapes kind of crawling across my page like this. Now you can really see it on the white. Okay, and they're gonna get smaller as they go this way. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to make my colors. So I'm gonna just add a little yellow here. Ooh, that looks really red. It's an orange, it's a yellowy orange, reddish orange, whatever. Work talker. All right. So this is gonna be my dark area, and this is gonna be my light area. So I'm gonna start over here, and I'm just gonna be putting these now. Do your shapes have to be this shape? No. They could be whatever you want. They could be stars, whatever. Whatever, you could have rectangles. There we go. And I'm just gonna put some really teeny tiny ones over here. All right, now I'm gonna go to this one. So I'm gonna change my color. So I'm gonna take just a little black, not very much, because black is super strong. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of black into that red orange. And now I'm gonna go to my next area. I think these look like kind of comets flying through the atmosphere. And I'm adding a few more as I go. All right, now I'm gonna take a little more black. Again, not too much, because it's gonna get dark really, really fast, and we don't want it to get just black. That would be boring. Now I'm gonna add more black in here. I press record? Now I'm going to add more black. Oh, it's definitely getting darker. And again, this is called shading. Turning things darker. Now, do you have to use black with shading? No, you could use whatever color. Like you could use blue to get it darker, or red, you know, if you're doing like a yellow. But black is pretty easy too. My shapes are getting bigger. I think if you change your shape size, that kind of makes it more interesting. Hey, Steve, that's okay. Oh, don't worry about it. I'll just edit it out. No big deal.
Okay, I'm just gonna get the garbage liners. Wayne's gonna come by and line them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna add more black. So this is gonna look super dark. Gosh, I might have needed a bigger brush here. Running out. Will I have enough? I think I'm gonna do some cropping. Okay, that's probably good. All right, so now I have shaded in the complementary color from the light to the dark. Thanks for watching.